Hi guys, Kerrod here at Joondalup Resort, and today we're going to be talking about how where you position your body can affect the quality of the execution of those pitch shots. Let's get into it. Now, regardless of chipping styles, one of the biggest factors determining where your club's going to strike the ground is where your upper body is located. For example, if I was to hang this golf club from the shirt buttons in this position here, if my body tends to tilt backwards, well then I'm more likely to hit behind the ball. If my body tilts too far forward in this direction, well then I'm more likely to brush the ground in front of the golf ball. The reason being, the arms are out in front of my body, this club is situated relatively in front of my sternum, so therefore if I shift my shirt buttons in this direction, the club's going to move over there, or the opposite, in this direction, you can see how the club is going to position itself there. Now, where does the average golfer come undone here? Well, a lot of it comes down to their understanding of putting their weight on their front foot. Now, very commonly, we'll get players come in and they say, oh, I'm feeling like I'm putting my weight on my front foot. But as you can see by the way that they're doing it, their upper body is tilting quite significantly back behind the ball. So a little test to figure out where the club may strike the ground would be if I have my club once again dangling from my sternum, and you can see that the bottom of that swing is projected at the moment to be too far back and behind. So when you walk in and you shift your hips forward and then you go, okay, my weight feels forward, but the mass of my torso and the mass of my body is too far back and behind, well then I'm more likely to hit that ground too far behind. So what can we do to improve this? Well, one of the simplest ways is actually just a little adjustment with the grip. So if I set up and I'm comfortable in this position, what I can then do is if I swap my hands, I bring my right hand to the top of the club, and then I bring my left hand to the bottom of the club. You can see what's going to happen there is my shoulders are going to tend to level out. As I do this, well then my upper body is going to be more on top of the golf ball, and then that's going to help me hit these shots a little bit better. There's another way we can do it. If I set up to a pitch shot, and being for the fact that we're not trying to go for power here, we don't need to set up with a wide stance to create a lot of turn, generate a lot of speed and send that ball a long way. We can be a little bit more, let's say, relaxed with our setup as such. So if I'm standing up and I've got my arms crossed and I'm looking directly at the camera here and the ball's somewhere between the middle of my feet, and then I simply just lean to the left, if I then just tilt slightly over from my hips, you can see that, well, my shirt buttons are in front of that golf ball. So all things equal, once again, if I go ahead and execute that shot, the ball is still going to pop up. So the worst shots around the green tend to be when the bottom of your swing is too far behind, be it for the fact that the club is hitting the turf and digging, or it just slightly misses, then it rises, hits the equator of that golf ball, and before you know it, it's scooting across the other side. So these two little drills that I've given you here today are a great way of leveling out your body, ensuring that your shirt buttons are a little bit more on top of the ball, and therefore helping you hit some better pitch shots. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe, and even comment below if this is something that you tend to struggle with. I hope you found it helpful. I'm Kerrod, and I look forward to seeing you next time.